in a rare move, Belarus has invited U.S. military officials to observe joint military drills currently being staged with Russia. The Belarusian defense minister welcomed U.S. representatives to the Zapad exercises near Minsk on Monday. Representatives from 22 other countries, including NATO members Turkey and Hungary, were also observing the drills. The invitation comes amid rising tensions between Russia and NATO over Moscow's war in Ukraine and the recent downing of Russian drones over NATO airspace. Mark Cancian is a former colonel in the United States Marine Corps Reserve. He's now a senior advisor with the Defense and Security Department at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Welcome back to DW, Mark. Now, why would the United States want to send observers to these exercises? Was this a symbolic visit or really a fact-finding mission?
It's both. Part of it is to reduce tensions. That was part of what Belarus wants to do. They see these tensions rising between NATO and Russia. They don't want to get caught in the middle. But observing exercises is also a reduction in tensions in the sense that these exercises won't turn into something different. One of the great concerns with large exercises is that they will be used as cover for a military operation. And customarily, historically, the U.S., NATO, Russia, and the Soviet Union have exchanged observers so that these concerns about whether this is a cover for an attack will be diminished.
Mm-hmm. Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia, now that you mention the fears that this might turn into something else, have tightened border security in response to these drills. Now they're seeing their main ally is attending them. Is this a good or a bad sign for Washington's European allies?
Well, the fact that the United States has observer there is a very good thing because we can see that all of these countries, including Ukraine, have been concerned that this might turn into something different. Of course, there are other countries there who are also observing. That also helps. That makes it a broader group of observers so that if anything is out of line, you have more eyes on what's going on. But as I say, overall, this is a good sign. And also, Belarus has taken some steps additionally to reduce tensions. They moved the location of the exercise further to the east, away from the borders, and the size of the exercise is about half what was originally planned.
And Belarus really, in a way, rolled out the red carpet for the American guests, didn't they? The defense minister promised them the best seats and said they could look at whatever they wanted. What is in this for Belarus?
But Belarus, this allows them to balance a little between Russia and NATO and the rest of Europe. Belarus, of course, has been very closely aligned with Russia. On the other hand, they're an independent country. They don't want to become a puppet state. And they see these tensions rising between Russia and NATO. They don't want to get caught in the middle. Physically, they are in the middle, and it would be very easy for them to become ensnared in some conflict between Russia and NATO. They don't want that to happen.
Isn't it, briefly, if you can, too late for that?
Well, it's not too late in the sense that conflict has not broken out. This is a long game. The war in Ukraine will keep Russia occupied. After that war, Russia will be rebuilding. Belarus, I think, is playing the long game. That is, looking ahead to when Russia might be rebuilding and trying to position itself so it does not become a way station for armies going east or west.
That was Mark Cancian from the Defense and Security Department at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Always great to have you on the show. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on the show.